America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to excuse me.
Now, it may get bigger, it may get a little bigger, it may not get bigger at all. We'll see what happens. But regardless of what happens, we're totally prepared.
This is your victory. Now, I know you didn't do this just to win an election. I know you didn't do it for me. You did it because you understand the enormity of the task that lies ahead.
You're not going to believe this. He killed 16 Czechoslovakians. Guy was an interior decorator. His house looked like shit.
Fire!
What? Give me a hell yeah! I said give me a hell yeah!
Ooh, Skinman, villain in disguise.
One is a wrestling maniac, and the other is a Dallas maniac. It's the middle of the road with TJ and Coach Casey.
And together we're two maniacs doing a podcast.
And that was clear cut.
Clear cut. You're the wrestling maniac, and considering I got a Dallas shirt on, a Dallas hat, and I done got my Dallas tramp stamp.
Yep.
So
Dallas thong.
Yep, I do got my Dallas thong. That will it accentuates the tramp stamp.
Yeah.
You know.
It's only one way to wear a thong when you have a tramp stamp on.
And that's high and tight, baby.
Yep.
High and tight. Speaking of, go to our store on our Facebook page and buy TJ's Middle of the Road thong, or you can get Coach Casey's Cowboys edition. It comes in pink, purple, and lavender.
That's pretty.
So
those aren't even cowboy colors, but you can get them like that.
Well, they do. They do that for the girls, for the people that wear thongs, things like that. Today's sponsor is Big Mike's Barbecue Emporium.
They got vegetarian options or just regular meat?
I don't know. I was looking for sponsors, jumped on looking for a guest page, and some dude was pumping Big Mike's Barbecue Emporium. That was me sliding this thing.
Try the buffalo chips.
Oh, Skag, I got a phone call coming in during the show. I probably won't answer it.
Just answer it live.
All right.
Be like Conrad.
Middle of the road, this is Casey. Hold on, I don't have you on. Well, I'm trying to get you set up here. Apparently, I unconnected my Bluetoothy. Joining us on the phone, it's Matt Scaglione. You're live on a podcast. How's it going, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. This is, I don't know if I've ever talked about him on this show or not. Little Italian guy, looks like Ronnie from the Jersey Shore.
I'm a lot bigger.
Oh, he's bigger, and he hasn't beat up his girlfriend as many times or gotten as much trouble for steroids or cocaine. Well, I was calling you to make you join a fantasy league, which I still may, for my work league, if you are down to join an ESPN team. Sorry, we're discussing business here.
No, you're all right. When is it?
The draft is tomorrow at 7:00.
Okay, yeah, if you can't find anybody, I'll jump in.
All right, I'll send you a text here after the show if I don't hear from this other person and you're in.
All right.
It's only $20 to get in.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't win them anyway.
Before you leave, say, my name's Matt, and I never... No, we can't do that. My name's Matt, and I listen to the Middle of the Road podcast. I don't know. All right, buddy. Good having you on.
All right. Yeah, just holler at me. Let me know if whatever works out. I'll get in if you don't find anybody.
All right. You don't want to talk to us. You don't want to do an interview about the trash business or anything before you go, do you?
No, because then it might get out, and then I'll get fired.
All right. All right, buddy. Later.
All right, you take it. All right,
well, that happens sometimes. I was today's draft day for the show.
Yep, it's already in.
It's already in,
yep.
And we'll go over
Sarah
that.
had the first pick, which her first pick was
questionable.
As a wide receiver.
That was big. He was going first everywhere. Justin Jeffries was going first everywhere, buddy.
That's who she got.
So we'll go over the draft here in just a little bit. We're doing the Fantasy Draft League, our first year for the Middle of the Road. It's a second year technically, but we enveloped another show's. We took over the league, made it our own. We've got quite a few listeners, quite a few show members, wives on the show, so we'll do rosters here in just a little bit. We did an auto draft to make it fair for everybody that doesn't know what they're doing or does know what they're doing or whatever.
So wide receivers go before quarterbacks nowadays?
Sometimes. Yeah, and especially depending on the league you play in, because you get so many more points for receptions and all that. So quarterbacks aren't generally starting till about the third or fourth round in standard leagues.
I haven't even got a quarterback into the 5th round yet.
Is it all in already?
Yeah, it says it's done.
Okay. Well, we'll go over rosters. We'll read over some people starting or what we consider starting lineups here. If you're playing in the league and you're listening, check your roster. Get your bitching in now. We've got coaches pick 4 today. We're going to pick 4 NFL games every week. This year we have me, TJ Skinman, and Steve from California, now in El Dorado, playing in our pick 4. It was Labor Day weekend this weekend.
Yep.
I worked my ass off. So it wasn't a very good labor. Actually, I did. And I did some stuff, but I did not do as much as I meant to do. What was your Labor Day weekend like this weekend?
Well, we had curries from all across the country in.
Did Steph and them show up for this one?
He no-showed. Kind of shitty.
Seth, neither
Seth
one
was there, but no one talked to him.
Yeah. Oh, great. It's the other one. It's the other
Yeah, he
Curry
was there,
brother.
but nobody talked to him.
That guy only shoots 42 from 3 for his career.
We had Friday was like uncles and nieces and nephews out at my Aunt Vicky's house. And then Saturday evening, I went with several of my cousins, and we went dove hunting.
Okay.
And I shot, I was going to show you here. Yeah, you can't see
That's a little bit of a bruise there. What's that?
Pretty good bruise here from I shot 3.5 boxes of shells.
That's all you got?
What?
That's the only bruise you got?
It's bigger. I mean, you can't.
I only see you got a little triangle down there at the bottom, right where your finger's at.
Yeah,
that's
no,
all I
it's
see.
bigger. It's more up here. I don't know why, but
You
yeah.
grapefruit.
See, that's how I felt. I hadn't shot a shotgun in 5+ years. We went out and skied out at Random Dude Ranch one time, and that's how I felt. I bet I shot maybe 2 boxes off.
Yeah.
And
well, I screwed up and brought my wrong shotgun. I brought my turkey gun, and it fucking kicks too much. And
why didn't you just put different shells in it?
Well, it don't matter. It's still the gun. Just kicks like fucking crazy.
Is it a 20 gauge or a 12 gauge?
It's a 12 gauge.
Is it a Mossberg?
It's a Super Mag.
Oh.
Remington Super Mag. But anyways, yeah, so we did that, and then Sunday we had the big reunion.
Is this the dove hunting where they release them for you? Or
no, these are doves that come in to get killed all by their own.
Okay, they're not put out in crates and then let go, and then
it's
some of them don't even get up and move. You just walk up. I'm gonna kill you, dove.
No, I got.
I call that vagina dove hunting.
Cousin Call is, hey, watch to the north, watch to the south. And
dude, he's all like he's fucking hardcore.
Yeah, Call's just fucking coming for this
yeah,
shit.
bud.
And
I got a boner. Anybody else?
So we're all around a pond, and
I'm so hard right now. I could shoot a dove right in its fucking face.
Cousin Call was like, "Oh fucking yeah, slaughter him."
Oh, that's 3 of them. Oh.
But my cousin,
I finished.
Cousin Timmy probably peppered me at least 3 times, and he said I did to him. Oh, he got me in the back really good one time. I was like, "Oh shit, that fucking hurts." And I think he.
How
said
far from?
Oh, we were on a pretty big pond, and he was on the other side. So
that's probably not safe, right?
Well, we're farther enough away.
Well, not if you're getting peppered. You're not.
It was only one at a time.
Huh.
Oh, Spade says, first off, who's we and you guys are sick.
What'd we do? Oh, is he talking about the girl we were trying to get him to hook up with? Oh man, Jay Spade, our frequent guest and hardcore wrestling buddy, is sending us pictures of girls he's trying to hook up with on Grindr or Tinder or whatever.
It was definitely on his Grindr account.
And I don't know if he makes the same mistake as me. He logs into Grindr every time, hoping he's looking for a skateboarding buddy.
Yeah, he does grind, but it's not.
But every time you're like, man, this is 3 times this week I went out to meet a guy to go skateboard.
Yeah.
Dude didn't have pants on. I'm like, how are you going to skateboard with pants on?
And you're like, well, since you got it down there,
I was going to say,
get a hold of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather suck one than take one. We've talked about that before. And once you set up the date, what are you going to do, even if it's a mistake?
Spade's lashing out at you. He said she's told me she's already fucked you before, is what he said.
Don't lash out at me for the best time that you're not going to have because you're scared.
Yeah,
this girl that we're trying to hook him up with would be what you would consider thick, okay? And there's nothing wrong with a thick.
She's a little more than that.
And she's a firecracker, she said. She's not like those. She basically, without telling you, she told you she could take it like a pro. Can I read it? Yeah, let's read her. Don't say her name.
I'm a little bit of sunshine mixed with a little bit of hurricane. I'm not fragile like a flower. I'm fragile like a bomb. looking for possible relationships. No, I won't send you inappropriate pictures. No, I won't sleep with you on the first date.
So could we do like a first date where we just go meet at like Spangles and then?
Fuck, she's in Cape Girardeau. That's too far for fucking him to go anywhere.
Not for a booty call.
That's like 100 miles. If he's driving that far, he
That
better.
dude drove 300 miles for a $50 wrestling payday, and he's not gonna fucking drive.
He got to see fucking Bob Orton's
That's true.
ball sack.
He got Bob Orton's ball sack in his face, so no, that was worth it.
Yeah.
That was actually better than any grinder that I've.
Nothing like that's happened on Grindr. You ain't got nobody's famous balls on Grindr like that.
Well, not that I know of. A lot of people hide their identity on there, you know?
That's true.
I might have been with one of the Trumps. You don't ever know. And I will never know because they always wear masks. We do eyes wide shut Grindr. Skinman, tell us about your Labor Day, buddy.
Oh, it's pretty good.
How many family reunions this weekend?
It's 2.
Okay.
But before that, is last Monday, I started a new job.
And we're going to get there. We got a skingery to talk about. I actually put that on
So
there.
that has been that long? It was last week?
When
Yeah,
did
it
you?
was Wednesday.
We might as well just get into the skingery.
So we did a show Tuesday, right? And we
Yes.
congratulated you on day 2 of your new job.
Yes.
Things are going great. You got help whenever you need it.
Yep.
Now tell us about Wednesday.
Wednesday, I was working on the seal of a semi-trailer door, and I was cutting it with a metal cutting fiber blade
Okay.
on a die cutter.
Okay. Is this
So
your
it's like
first time using a die cutter?
No.
Second
It's,
time?
It's like a big brother to the Dremel.
Okay.
Okay.
And so it bounced on the door seal, and then went around and then cut through my knuckle and my extender tendon.
Okay.
So Friday I had surgery on my finger.
Wow.
My wife picked me up from surgery, and we went to Oklahoma. Stayed there Friday. Saturday morning we went to Dallas, Denton, to visit my cousin and all the cousins down there. And then we came back yesterday afternoon.
And it still hurts.
Yeah.
And you're not at work?
Oh, I went to work Thursday, and then I left at noon because I just wussed out, and then worked all day today.
Okay.
So this is on the new job's dime.
Yeah.
Did you do a workman's comp
Yes.
claim? Okay. Boy.
Third day and already a workman's comp claim?
Yeah.
What'd they have to say about that?
Well, there was a guy that said, "Damn, that didn't take long. You didn't even make it a week."
Was that guy your boss?
Yeah.
No, it
He's
was
like-
one of the coworkers. They
Okay.
talk all kinds of trash to each other. It's,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fantastic.
Dude, you would be 9 for the rest of the time you're there.
It was.
I'd call you Digit, or
well,
I'd come up with something.
Gimpy.
Gimpy would be more leg. I would call you, like,
Gimpy's a good name if you're...
I'd call you Slash or Die Cutter. What
Nine
else could we
finger.
call?
Somebody did say
Yeah, I would
nine
say,
finger.
that's where I'd say 9. What's up, 9? Why 9? Well, show me your fingers, you know?
Yeah. Well, he's got one up all the time.
Well, I know, but you can't show the finger
Is
because
that your middle finger?
no, it's his pointer. He can't.
Pointer?
He can't finger his butt right now, and that's.
Yeah.
Is it left hand? Oh yeah, he's fine. He's
Yeah.
fine. Well, I mean, I'm at wipe. Like I'm a deep wiper, but I use this finger when I'm stroking through, and
How
I
is
milk
that
the
any
process.
of
Just
my
wipe.
business?
More poop, more poop, more poop.
Oh no!
more poop.
Like the last one, I just take it and I'll show you. I just like jam it in, and then I pinch and then pull out, and then that's how I know
And
I'm
then-
clean. Well, no, I have the toilet paper on there. No, there's not just finger in there.
Okay.
I take the toilet paper and then I get like 3 folds, and then I
Mm-hmm.
just, milk the prostate just a little bit. Make sure. Here's what I say: you're not clean until you're bleeding. Okay, and that's how you know you're a good clean butthole. Is
That's what you think. You and Howard Stern wipe your buttholes the same way.
me. And there's another. What was the guy? Hogan was always on his show. That's where this actually came from.
His
Bubba
buddy.
Love Sponge.
Yeah, Bubba
he used
the
to
Love
talk about
Sponge.
that, and that's what he said one time is, you're not clean until there's red.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're clean. No
You
brown,
wipe until
no
to
brown, a
red.
couple spots of red, bud, and I know
Yep.
I'm clean.
Yep.
That or I know my asshole's bleeding. Either way.
Either way, yeah.
Either way, it ain't brown.
So
I-
did you get drug tested after that?
Nope.
No?
Really?
Workman's
On
comp drug test?
on the job act, they don't want to lose employees, man.
That's not.
They got a rule over there because, like, at my place, if you pinch your toe and you just say you're going to the doctor,
Yeah.
B test,
That
B test.
when I was at PEC, there was some dipshit that got shocked by an electric fence. and he turned himself into workman's comp.
Dummy.
And
Then he failed the drug test. For
what
sure.
A fucking idiot.
What an idiot.
What a pussy for turning himself in for getting shocked
Dude,
by
when
electric
we
fence.
worked at Suburban, fucking Josh, I won't say his last name, but you know what I'm talking about, Z,
Okay.
fucking almost sliced his fucking finger off.
Yeah.
And that dude comes in all wrapped up. I'm like, man, we need to go over the doc. He's like, no, I'm
Not
good.
if you want me to still work
Yeah,
here
I was gonna
tomorrow.
say, do you want me to work here? And I remember Matt did the same thing, dude.
Yeah.
Matt freaking, dude, he got a cut like up the side. I mean, it was deep. Like he
Mm-hmm.
had like butterfly stitches in like multiple areas. I'm like, and this was after he'd already
got
got popped.
Walked out.
Yeah, walked out,
Mm-hmm.
went through the school, came back,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, I can't. And I said, what do you mean, man? You're in the program. He goes, I know. And I said,
Yeah.
okay, well, it didn't happen. I didn't see it. I don't
Yeah.
care. You know, if you don't
Yep.
turn it in, that's up to you.
Yep.
So, surgery. How long did surgery last?
Um,
And did they put like a
I was out
cadaver's?
for it.
Did they put like a cadaver's ligament in there or something? You got a dead dude.
No, they just sewed the tendon back
You're
together.
gonna be like me. That's what this is.
Right.
Did they say you'll be
You
able
got
to?
a pin in it?
No, they sewed it back together.
Okay. See, mine they put a pin in it and sewed it, but mine got cut all the way off.
What finger do you use for, pleasuring?
Not his left hand.
Oh, I have people for that.
Yep.
No, I mean not for you, but I mean like when you're pleasuring your old what lady and she wants something a little bigger in your wiener. And
Well, I have
which
people for
finger do
that
you
too.
use? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. See that I'm a middle finger guy. As long as it ain't the middle finger, I'm good. I can still do the pop 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 pop. I don't know.
So you worked all day today?
Yep.
What'd you do today?
I went with one of the other mechanics to the site, and then we did an oil change on a semi and replaced the front right canister and the fuel filters.
Were you handing tools over?
Yeah, were you doing? I was gonna
You
say
like-
you were just the assistant.
Yeah, I was able to hold the air dryer for the brakes up to where we can get it on the bracket and get it all bolted
Okay.
back together.
Have you thought about just like taping your whole hand up and be like, I'm gonna be a regular employee. I want to be a regular employee.
No, because I'm going to bump it, and then I'm going to pee my pants.
That's what I said. If you wrap the whole thing up like so thick, it's just like a big basketball you're trying to work with and you're doing stuff,
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to use the turn signal on the truck.
Or you could just hit it with the basketball.
You got an answer for everything.
He
Well,
does.
I've broke my
I
finger
didn't
before.
say it was
yeah.
a good answer.
Yeah.
but it's an
No.
answer.
I did drink 7 beers this weekend.
What?
Yep.
In a row?
3 and 4.
It's because family was making fun of you.
Well, so Saturday, when we went dove
Listen,
hunting, I had-
vagina TJ, we always knew you'd be the gay one in the family. You're like, well, no, I drink Miller Lite. Look, I'm a man.
So Saturday, I drank 3 Keystone Lights
Okay.
because I was thirsty.
Coors Little
and
Sister.
That's all Call had. And then Sunday, I actually stopped and I bought a 6er.
Of what?
Michelob Ultra.
All right, that's your flavor.
And I had a shot.
Of what?
Hot damn.
Oh, well, that's like so. Basically, you had,
So you had one shot and 6 waters,
Yes.
and
but they're 6.0 waters.
Yeah. And well, the whole
5'2",
the whole
whatever they
family
are.
took a shot. There was like over 100 fucking people there, but we do have a couple cousins that are from Virginia that are more liberal than you are.
What?
Yeah,
They're out
Fucking-
there, bud.
dude. They're liberal fucks.
That's
They're-
okay.
They're professors at a college.
Here's what you come to find out. And, I wasn't going to talk about it this show. We need, I don't know about liberals, but we need people on both sides of the aisle or else we get led down a bad
No,
path.
they're like on that way over there.
So they know more than you know,
That's what they think.
if they're professors.
Oh yeah, they're.
Did you have any like intellectual
surprised they weren't-
conversations with them?
Oh, my cousin Tina is the.
Fuck, red bitch. Red.
It's her and her husband.
Red.
But yeah, I didn't. I stayed away from him.
Why?
I said hi once. And
I
that
should have
was it.
walked over and talked. I would have came up. You should have invited me.
I was in Wellington.
I've been
I
to
don't think you're
Wellington.
even allowed in Wellington, are you?
Me?
Aren't you on
not
their
since
sex
the incident.
Since they got on the sex offender list?
No, it's not sexy. You mean sexy offender?
No, sex offender. Like when you drive into town, there's like the sex offender list and it says
Nope.
no gruntings allowed.
Just because I threatened to rape my probation officer, but that's different.
Yeah.
He was a man and he
You're
was
on-
old enough.
You're on the list. I did see DJ.
Has he went liberal yet?
No, he looks skinny though.
What about DH?
Wasn't there.
Other side of the family?
No, wasn't there.
He's a frequent listener. He's a liker of our
Yeah,
posts.
no,
and why
he wasn't there. I don't know why,
wasn't he there?
He marked not coming, so I don't know why he.
Maybe he
wasn't
just
there.
doesn't like the liberals in your
I think
family.
it was his anniversary. Maybe that's why he wasn't coming. But
I'll bet if it was his anniversary, he was coming, just not to your party.
Just not to that. So we had big group picture, and we took like cousins. Well,
did you say anything bad about the one family again?
No. It was cousin Cole, Derek, and both twins, and me and DJ, and we're looking like, what the fuck? Because they're all like 6'3".
And now you and
above.
DJ are somehow the same height when he was like 4 inches shorter than you.
I don't think he was ever 4 inches shorter, but he's like probably an inch shorter than me. So me and DJ are like on our tippy toes trying to. We had the girls in front of us, so we kind of hide.
So you could see over them.
But no, so we didn't look as short as them. So short.
Well, because Derek's what, 6'2", and then
Derek's
both 6'1", 6'2", but both of his brothers are 6'3".
But Cole's even taller than Tyler.
Really?
He's like another inch taller than Tyler.
But he's the one that hasn't got his soul sucked out of him yet, though, right?
No, it's out.
Oh, his is soul. Yeah. Okay, maybe
he's not allowed to eat meat either.
Oh, that's right. He was the one that's the vegetarian now.
I don't know.
How scrawny is he?
Pretty scrawny.
Pretty scrawny.
I don't know.
Still thicker than you, though. I mean, like muscular than you.
Not even
what?
Close. No one is.
They whoop your ass.
Nah.
Oh man.
But we were going through the food line, and there was some like liberal wooden forks, and Cole was right there. I said, "Did you bring these?" I said, "Who brought these liberal forks?" And he was like, "Oh." I was like, "Oh, I bet you brought them, didn't you?" He was like, "No, we didn't bring those." I was like, "Sure you didn't, Cole."
Who brought them?
I don't know.
The Virginia people,
probably.
probably.
So, yeah, they're probably.
Well, they don't have plastic forks in Virginia
no,
anymore.
Fuck no, they just use trees because there's so many. Actually, I think they live in South Carolina, but yeah.
Well, that doesn't make sense at all. Then
They're from Virginia, though.
but still, they're
I think they teach at Appalachian State, which is like a hick school, but they're
not really. Have you seen their football team?
They remember that one time when they beat Michigan?
No, I remember it. There wasn't a hick on that team, I'll tell you.
There was not any hicks on
You
that
could have
team.
not convinced me that they were not an HBCU.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, they were all dark.
Okay.
I mean they beat Michigan.
I bet there was one white guy.
They
on that
beat
team.
Michigan. You know that they
The
were.
kicker
There
had
was
to been white
you
whenever
know
he
there
hit
was
that
no
field
whites
goal.
if they beat Michigan. I mean,
The kicker had to have been.
well, you never
the
know.
quarterback wasn't. I remember that.
No, their wide receiver that was killing us made it to the NFL, and no, they were definitely. They were more inner city than Michigan was that year.
Oh, yeah.
That's changed since. I don't think that would happen again.
Yep.
So we got through a Skinnergy or Skingery.
Skingery.
We got through Labor Day. I didn't. I worked. Didn't really do nothing fun. Ate way too much. Drank too much a few nights.
Oh, we did find a something at the liquor store down there.
What'd you find? Oh yeah, you went to the world's largest liquor store.
Did you go to Buc-ee's?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Did you go to the jerky section at Buc-ee's?
No.
Did you go to the
It's okay. It's
Did you
not
go to the
really
pickle
garbage.
bar?
No.
What the fuck?
But at the liquor store, we found
I forget he's the
we found some
proprietor
local
of-
brews.
What
And
What was your favorite?
Lone Star.
no, it was St. Andrew's the lawnmower lager.
Okay. Was it a thick? Thick?
No,
Like,
it was light and crisp and
Ooh.
just what you need after you mow the yard.
okay. Well, when
But
you
they
say
also
lager,
found, they also found Appalachian Sippin' Cream.
okay.
It's different flavored of stuff to put in your coffee.
But it's alcoholic?
Yeah, it's like a
It's like
Bailey's
moonshine?
or St.
Oh,
Brennan's.
like
and-
yeah.
Moonshine Bailey's?
yeah. The dark chocolate coffee was the best.
What's the alcohol content in this?
You know, I really didn't pay attention.
Well, did you drink it sober and then get drunk off of it?
A little bit.
Okay.
Says a little bit.
What else? Did that make your finger stop hurting when you were drunk?
Yes.
Yes.
Until you started like poking people with it. Look, my finger. Oh.
No, we played categories, and then everything got wildly inappropriate.
I would imagine in a Skinman family
It was
reunion.
great.
So how if
Cousin Josh was there, and he's gonna run a line of shit. It was fantastic.
no, I don't know that. I don't know cousin Josh.
Yeah.
Did I
He
meet him?
sounds like he's inappropriate.
Well, yeah, he's Skinman's cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Does he like you?
Yeah,
Then he's
not
super
right in the head.
inappropriate. Yeah.
It was great.
They were playing some kind of Jenga with the big Jenga blocks.
Right.
And Cousin Cole had to use his mouth to get Jenga out. Like, he looked like he's done that several times in his life.
And he didn't even use his
He's like,
teeth.
"Whoa."
He didn't even use
No,
teeth.
he was
He just
gumming that shit.
So the big 4x4s.
Yeah, big
Well,
old, big. And they're all
why
black
would you-
too. He's like, let me show you how. I did see him the second time. He got a piece of mulch and gave it a little push through, and then grabbed it from the other side.
All right. Well,
Kinda
that's
smart.
That's kind of smart.
Yeah.
When you're good with your mouth, you know
Yeah,
all the
that's
tricks, you know?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And all the guys in his neighborhood will tell you the truth, you know?
They'll say all the same thing.
Thanks for listening, Kyle.
Thanks, Paul.
TJ's been fasting. I wrote that down.
Yep.
And he's been fasting for 10 days.
Yep.
And how much weight have you lost?
5 pounds.
I thought you said none.
Well,
It was funnier when it was none.
Well, it's not. I mean,
This guy's
it's
been
not
putting
good enough.
himself through hell to not lose any weight.
Yeah.
I lose 5 pounds with a poop.
I used to. It's like, but it's still working out and stuff
Well,
too.
you're
so
older
it's-
now. Your
yeah.
metabolism's
Oh,
slower.
I could still lose 5 pounds.
Your
like,
your freaking
and I'm
testosterone.
drinking a shitload of water, and I'm on boosters.
Oh, you
now.
did get your test pills
Well, I
in?
just
Did you-
ordered some.
Oh, you didn't get them through the doctor because you yelled at that lady and you
The
had to
big
leave.
guy from Ryback.
All right.
Shout out to Ryback.
Why
Thanks
didn't you
for
do?
the big guy.
Why didn't you do the Frank Thomas ones? Because
Oh,
your old lady will like the way.
God damn it! What's the Frank Thomas one's called? Shantix?
No, that's
the thing that makes
quit
you sick.
smoking. Generex or
It gives you the fucking Frank Thomas boners, big
oh
old black
man,
ones.
him. Well, yeah, that and freaking Flutie. You know that guy's got a big one.
I'm looking it up.
Something X.
I looked Frank Thomas boner pills.
But they're not actually boner pills. Just say Frank Thomas testosterone.
Roman? Oh, Nugenix.
Nugenix. That was
Yep.
close. I said Genix.
Yeah, you did.
So Nugenix.
Have you ever tried anything like that before?
Any boner pills or
Yeah.
anything? Nope.
Never even like a gas station kind before?
I've thought about it. Like Matt, when I used to work with Hirsch, he freaking every Friday when he'd like, can we stop before we go home? I need to stop and get some Super Bees.
Oh, yeah? So he was taking them a lot, huh?
Oh, like regular. And you'd get like the 4-pack of Super Bees, and it was supposed to be for like 2 uses.
Mm-hmm.
He said, that's just tonight, bud.
All 4 at once?
All 4 at once, dude. Fucking 4-hour raging boner. And
So I took...
that's kind of the thing where you're done with it. You don't know what to do with it. You can't even holster it now, you
Yeah.
know? It's just still poking you in your little belly button, man.
One of my pipeline buddies gave me like one that looked like a fucking big old bullet. And he's like, just take it. He's like, break it open and just drink half of it. And I just did the whole thing, and it was...
Pre-rager?
It was nice.
Was it?
It's like teenage boners with more
Did you
power.
do it like in the hotel by yourself, or did you do it
No,
with
I
your
did it
wife?
with my wife.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I just
Now
didn't.
I have taken...
Because that would take the fun out of, like, I don't want it to last that long when I'm beating myself up.
It wasn't like that. It was just like it had... I don't know how to describe it.
Extender?
It felt hot. It felt like tingle power. And it was like... It was like back in the day.
Well, this is a little off subject. Well, same subject. Have any girl you've been with ever used like any of the, like we used to use this stuff called Good Head?
Yeah, I've tried that shit. It don't work.
It don't?
I didn't think
See,
so.
man,
for
I
me.
remember like it would for me, and it would make it easier for her, but man, it would like almost, it was like putting icy hot on your
Yeah.
cock at first.
Yeah.
And sorry if I said cock, everybody.
We're only talking about boners, so...
Yeah, we're talking about our wieners getting
we
hard.
kicked off fucking TikTok.
I'm sure.
Fuck you, TikTok.
Yeah, I don't care. We only got on TikTok to get kicked off to prove we could still do it. But I remember
Prove that we still got it in us.
I remember one time somehow I got
Yeah, you do.
I got some of it down in my shaft hole, down in the, what do you call it? Your urethra.
hole?
Yeah. And man,
That's
that's
no place for icy hot.
that sucked. That was not as fun.
Never done that.
And we talked about it after last show. Somebody nared their hair, and that reminded me of when my old lady tried to nair my chest and rip my nipples off.
Yeah.
And that was the most miserable thing ever.
Somebody said, touch my camera through the fence on TikTok.
Touch my camera through the fence.
What's that mean?
I don't know. Maybe like if you got a boner, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not
You might
quite
just be saying we suck. Thank you.
It could be. Yeah, we appreciate
that.
Yeah.
Is it appropriate to drink on your first company outing?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
If everybody else is drinking, you should, right?
Yeah, as long as it's not just you.
Is it appropriate to get hammered and
Like on a 1 to old Casey hammered to normal...
4?
Okay.
No, it wasn't that bad. It just we did a
I like how you just, it wasn't that bad.
no, I know old Casey. No, I know he ended up in the back of cop cars and punching holes and stuff. It wasn't old Casey.
Okay.
But it was, we went to a local chicken and pickle dinery.
Did you eat? We talked about it.
We did. I did. And
Mac and cheese or what?
No.
How was the steak?
They had a buffet.
They don't have steak at Chicken and Pickle. Come on.
They had
You
like
got a cock meat sandwich. What are you talking about?
they did have tube steak. They offered me once I told them I didn't eat meat,
Yeah.
and no,
You gladly?
they had a
accept it?
buffet. When I got there, it was some salad, some weird cold potato.
This is your company paying for it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Then they had brisket or pulled pork sandwiches.
Okay.
And then they had like some sort of chicken, which I almost ate, but I didn't. Tortillas, bread, and one other thing.
How close are we getting to that?
Closer. My son, every time he goes and eats, says, "Is tonight chicken night?"
Has he been eating?
Yeah, both my kids are eating meat.
Okay.
They have been for a while.
So you're getting close.
Yeah, and we went out for my birthday, which we kind of talked about, and Amy's mom kept pushing it. She's like, I said one comment about it, and she's like, well, it'd be way healthier for you.
Yeah.
You'd be a lot healthier if you did. Maybe your legs wouldn't hurt as bad.
Let's go to fucking Chick-fil-A right now.
I wouldn't. I will never eat at Chick-fil-A.
Their fucking grilled nuggies are badass.
Yeah, but, they support things I don't.
What?
Telling me I have to believe in God.
Oh. but
Telling
you
me
do.
I have to have a great day.
And yeah.
Have
no,
a blessed day.
No, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, my pleasure to serve you. I don't like that unless it's
You want to
unless
be
it's
rude
somebody
like
I
McDonald's?
Yeah, unless it's
Like,
somebody
get
I met
the
on
fuck out of my
Grindr. I don't
drive-thru.
want my pleasure.
Yeah.
I've already said my first.
I know. We Wendy's chicken
Wendy's
sandwich.
spicy chicken sandwich will be my first, and I've heard that I won't be as excited about it as I used to be. But then I might go. My buddy,
Like grilled or breaded on it?
it's breaded.
Okay.
My buddy owns Chuck's Chicken, which is actually where the Bullet Stop is down south.
Okay.
And I might go try it because that was a high school buddy, and he started. It was Brad's homemade chicken. Now it's Chuck's Chicken, and
Okay.
it's supposed to be the best chicken sandwich in town. So if you're anywhere in the 31st
How
and
come
Pawnee,
they've never sponsored our show?
because they just opened 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And he's reached out multiple times. I said, I want to make sure you don't get closed for like food poisoning or
Before we go try
something,
it.
Plus,
we need to go try some Chuck's chicken.
yeah, and he's actually offered to sponsor with the Bullet Stop too, but I didn't know, we got a lot of liberals that listen to the show. I didn't want to offend nobody.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah.
So, yeah, I drank too much, and then I ended up playing pickleball with a guy that said he was highly competitive like me, and then I found myself, like, first game telling him how bad he sucked. No, not really.
Chuck's hot chicken?
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Yep.
31st and Pawnee?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chuck's hot chicken. Hey, that looks pretty fucking good.
It's supposed to be awesome. I've heard good reviews so far. We can get on and do a couple reviews, but
Yeah, let's go. Would you try it? What about chicken and waffles? Would you have that?
that's what everybody. There's a guy at work. He's actually playing in our fantasy league, and he's a listener, Greg, and that's what he said was.
Ooh, they got Nashville hot too. Fuck yeah! Why haven't we gone there? I'll go there tomorrow.
He said, "I know you don't. If you were gonna eat chicken,
What time do you take lunch?
I don't usually, but I can't. I mean, I can. I usually just go heat it up and come back to my desk. I've been busy.
I got meetings tomorrow anyway. I can't.
We'll set up a date for you.
Okay.
I'll at least watch you eat it, and then maybe see if I can eat it.
Think you want a little bite or something?
But I
Then
still,
he'll end up eating half your shit.
but I still say we
like
need.
your wife. I'm not so hungry. I don't want anything.
I just want
Let
a
me have a little
bite.
bite of that.
We need to do it on the show. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to
Okay.
do it for
I like it.
listeners' belief. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for a reason. Not,
Okay.
not just because I'm eating meat. I'm going to do
Sorry,
it for.
back to Greg.
But Greg said, "Man, their chicken and waffles are awesome." I know you don't. He's like, "But dude, if you're going to
But
get
they're
something,
bomb.
get their chicken and waffles." I said, "Maybe."
Maybe.
If I had to choose them, but then that was the odd thing is, at this company outing, there's all 4 stores managers come together. We had class for half a day, and then there's 2 sessions of class. So the people that weren't in class, they also came to this dinner because they're doing the morning class.
Okay.
We're sitting around. There's 24 of us in the little room, and I end up sitting at the table with our main GM of all 4 branches, parts manager, and a branch manager
I
from
thought you're the parts manager.
a different division.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. It's all 4 branches.
Okay.
So a parts manager, a branch manager from one of our other stores, and then the main GM over all 4 stores.
Okay.
And nobody said nothing, but the GM kept looking down at my plate because I didn't even mean to. I went over to everybody had already got, and I was sitting there. I had already had like 6 beers in before we even ate because I was trying to get over the whole nerves thing.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't do that. Because you do become less nervous. You make a Mexican joke when there's a Mexican standing right beside you. Well, they said I had to do a toast.
Yeah.
And then one of the guys reached over and said, "Don't do nothing racist." I said, "So I can't lead off with a Mexican joke."
Yeah.
And then there's a guy standing right over there, and I said, "Well, I love Mexicans. That's why I would lead off with the Mexican joke.
Yeah.
I don't like black." No, I'm joking.
There goes TikTok.
Yeah. But no, I got my little mini plate, put some salad on it, some potatoes, and a roll, and over there eating. And the GM just kept, he's talking and getting to know me.
Uh-huh.
And he just keeps looking down, never said nothing the whole time. So it didn't come up.
He might have just not noticed.
Or he noticed. He just, I think my branch manager already told him, hey, dude, real self-conscious about because I told him I had what did I say I had?
A vagina.
Food allergy or something.
No,
like that.
what did I call it, man?
Dietary restriction.
Yeah, dietary restriction against meat.
Yeah.
Which, yes, some people call a vagina. But I know a lot of people with vaginas that eat meat, so I don't know if that would be.
Yeah, that's true.
But this is a guy's vagina, so I guess that's different.
Oh, that's the mangina.
I call it my ham wallet, but my front ham wallet.
Your prison wallet.
That's
Same
your
thing.
butthole.
Yeah.
No, that's your butthole. I do want to do a quick shout out to the Three Wheel Bicycle podcast. Been giving us love every show. Talk about a little bit of our clips every show. He did a commission painting for me.
Okay.
I've just got to ruffle up the funds.
Okay.
I'm going to pull a little bit from the show funds, a little bit from the personal funds, and I'm hoping for a little bit of a donation from listeners so we can get our
We
commission.
just started GoFundMe.
Yeah, we're going to get a GoFundMe so I can pay for my commission Ric Flair painting.
$4,000, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to help out, we've got 100 of it raised.
Yep.
We're just looking for $3,900. I'll
Yeah.
send the link out to the Fantasy League and all of that here shortly.
Yeah, no more than 500 at a time when you send us some money, just in case.
Before I go into, we're going to go ahead and do our fantasy draft stuff real quick. I want to do we got to do our pick four. I don't know if you had any of the college football stuff brought up, but the biggest kind of two stories of the weekend were Colorado beating TCU.
Deion, and we both watched it, and
I think the funniest thing that they said during that whole thing was, Deion's kid can really play.
yeah.
Did you hear that comment?
Yeah, and
Because
what
like 5 people fucking tweeted it. And
they didn't talk about his other kid that was
who
on
had
the
10
team.
tackles
Yeah, they
and-
didn't talk about him once.
Well, because he was playing defense,
Yeah,
man.
well, they talked about
Hunter.
This is him. This is him to Travis Hunter. All fucking game.
Dude had
long.
2 interceptions, fucking 10 catches for 119
he's good.
yards. He played 110 fucking 100.
And he might be the ugliest dude in college football.
114 snaps in a college football game is
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm. And it was hot too.
And he was going balls to the wall the whole time. So though he is probably, and then Dylan Edwards, a local kid.
Stud.
He didn't run very good, 6 for 24.
He didn't
but
need to.
Had 6 catches for 178 yards and,
And
four
three-
touchdowns. 4
three
total. 1 rushing,
Yeah,
3
yeah,
receiving. Had a 75-yard, a 50-something yard.
The
and-
first touchdown and the last touchdown.
Yeah, that dude was a freak. What sucks, I did find out he's an asshole. And you hate to find that out. He was an awesome kid as a freshman. We've talked about how my son and him were friends. My daughter was actually his peer mentor his freshman year. As soon as he made varsity and started getting these accolades, like my sophomore year or my daughter's sophomore year or his sophomore year, my daughter seen him somewhere and went to go say hi, and he goes, and I mean, she was literally his peer mentor for a year. And he said, "Who are you?" Because he was in front of a whole bunch of people. And she's like, "Dylan, you know who I am." And like kind of walked away. And then he came up with nobody around. Was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I just kind of forgot who you were." And she's like,
Sure he didn't.
"No, you didn't. You're just a, but I can't imagine, again, at that age, those accolades,
Yeah.
everything getting thrown in front of me. As a sophomore, we already knew. I mean, he already had college scholarships,
Yeah.
and he was probably already getting paid by all the boosters at Derby. And speaking of that, Derby lost their first game this year
Did they really?
to Manhattan.
Well, they lost to them last year too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
They kind of been losing to them.
yeah, and they don't have a quarterback. So,
Okay.
this is they've struggled for a quarterback for a couple years, a true one.
Yeah.
But now they really don't have one. So
Okay.
they got a stud running back, receivers, but you got to have somebody to get them the ball.
Yep.
Running backs, it's easy. You just hand it to them. But if they
Yeah.
know you're doing that, it makes it harder. Of course, they knew it with Dylan, and
Yeah.
that dude still tore it up.
Yep.
So that was really all I had in fantasy. So far, we will get to it. I picked Michigan to go undefeated. They're keeping my streak alive by getting a win.
And Skinman said 2-10, right?
So far, he's still in. He's right.
He's got one more.
You picked him to win, and they're in. You picked KU to win.
Yep. We won.
And we both got a win there, so we're 100. We're batting 100%.
Okay. Good.
Let's do our pick four real quick, and then we'll
let's
go
do
into
it.
fantasy.
Are we doing NFL or college?
NFL.
Okay.
It's always NFL. We're calling it Coach's Pick Four, And this year we have Steve, and I said that at the beginning, Steve from California playing. We've already got his picks. So the games we're going to do this week, Skinman, you ready?
Yeah.
KC versus Detroit. That's Kansas City.
Where at?
I should have done that. I did.
It's in Detroit.
Yes.
In Detroit. Okay.
Who you got?
Oh, Kansas City.
I'm going to take the Lions because Kelsey is hurt. He probably won't play.
And I am also going to take Detroit. Second game, Dallas.
That's Thursday.
Yeah, that's tomorrow or 2 days.
It's actually in Kansas City.
Oh, okay. Well, we won't listen to Skinman anymore.
Don't pay attention to the man in the corner.
I don't care if he's right or wrong. I believe everything he says.
I do too.
He's going to get me to a fault for that. Second game, Dallas versus the Giants. Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants.
Dallas.
And that's at the Giants Sunday night game. We them boys.
All 4 of us are going Dallas. I guess I should say that Steve picked KC in that first one too.
Okay.
Because he's correct.
Our third game, 49ers and Pittsburgh. And if you haven't watched Pittsburgh this preseason, they were probably the best preseason team. I don't know what that means ever, but they
aren't the Baltimore Ravens the best haven't they
they lost
now?
their first game.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they lost pretty big. I thought it was 29 or 28 wins in a row in preseason.
Yeah, I think it's 29. I'm going to take the Niners.
I'm going to go Pittsburgh.
We had that Steve's a 49ers fan. He picked the 49ers, and I am going to go with 49ers as well, even though I hate them because they knocked us out of the playoffs last year. Our last game will be the game of the week, mainly because it's the Bears versus Green Bay, and I believe that one
Dang,
is.
I thought you were going to pick Bills and Jets for the last game.
No, I seen the Bears. I want to stay away from that for a little while. Everybody's already talking about the Jets every single time.
Everybody's talking about the fucking Bears too, man. Everybody's sucking off Justin Fields for some reason.
See, I haven't heard that because every time I turn on anything, there's Aaron Rodgers. There's Aaron Rodgers.
Well, he's the second person. I'm going to take the Bears.
Green Bay.
Skinman takes the Green Bay.
And I'm taking the Bears.
The Bears.
And so did Steve. So the only person, the separation here becomes Skinman if Green Bay wins or if Pitt wins, because we're all kind of on the same wagon other than that. So
okay,
we got to pick 4 in.
Oh, who's winning this weekend? Asanya and Sean Strickland.
Asanya.
I think so too, but I think it'll be fun.
It could be, but it could also be a murder.
Yeah.
It just depends because
he could hang in there with them if he gets banging on him.
It's so hard to say because I've never seen Asanya this mad to go into a fight. This has been building for like 4 fights in a row since he
talks a lot of
first Pereira fight or whatever it was. It was at their press conference. It wasn't even about Asanya and Pereira. It was about Strickland and him because he was making fun of his nails and banging,
like jerking off to anime porn
and frosted tips and the first gay. He congratulated him for being the first gay middleweight champion or whatever.
The
odds are pretty big in Asanya's favor. Last I seen like -500 or 600.
-650. Yeah.
Okay.
So that Tuivasa,
the big guy,
the New Zealand guy, he's fighting Alexander Volkov. That's about the only 2 I know.
Oh, then that Alexander's a small guy, so Tua must be a small guy. I thought he was
260. Alexander Volkov, they're 265.
Okay, it's not
he's
Volkanov.
The guy that drinks out of the shoe.
I'm with you now. Okay,
yeah.
it's not the other Vulcan guy.
Yeah, I don't know
the 145 champion.
Yeah, no, I don't know who anybody else is. So
yeah, this isn't. Those are the ones that sell it. And I did see that the O'Malley fight or pay-per-view was like the least bought pay-per-view this year. 350,000.
Purple and pink.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that his name?
Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
It was like the least bought pay-per-view of the year. That actually the free fights got more views.
Oh, yeah.
Which I guess is free, so that would make some
sense.
Makes sense, but
yeah.
I don't know.
I've been rewatching Entourage, and it was just that episode where Drama thinks he's going to get punked by Pauly Shore, and it's by Chuck Liddell, and he's like, "Move your hoopty," and he's like, "What'd you say to me?" He's like, move that hoopty. I know who you are. I'm not scared of you. And then finds out that
That
not
wasn't
part
the
of,
setup.
Yeah, and he's like shitting his pants because Chuck Liddell's gonna kick his ass the whole time. But
That
really
was all the
wasn't.
way back when Chuck was the champion, I think, when he was on that show.
It was Liddell's kids or whatever. That was his charity, and he comes and makes him get on his knees, and he's like, "I'm sorry, Chuck. I didn't mean it." And then he's like,
TJ only watches shows that are 10+ years old.
He's
so.
like, and he's like, "Gotcha, John."
And this is his 15th time watching.
If anybody doesn't know, this is my man right here, Johnny Drama, my favorite Entourage character. And yours would be who?
E.
E's your favorite?
Yeah. He's the leader. He's the boss. He's the coach.
Well,
Yes.
Vince is technically the leader.
No.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
They all work for Vince?
But no, they don't. He's the He's the manager. He's the boss. He's the guy making decisions.
Kinda.
Just because you're not the biggest one on the show doesn't mean you're not the boss.
Mm.
You know, Michael Jordan was the player on the Bulls, but who was the boss?
Scottie Pippen.
No, Phil.
Phil? Well, then
Phil.
it'd be Ari would be the boss.
No.
Yeah.
He's a bitch. He works for all of them.
Nah.
He's the lowest of them.
He's making the most money off of him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
When E pulls up in that Maserati, when he starts getting paid, dude, that's my favorite car. I think
The one that Vince buys
for him. Yeah.
So not the one he got himself.
Well, yeah,
He
from
bought
being the
everybody
boss.
Maseratis.
From being the boss.
Turtle had a Maserati.
Yeah, his was crappy. His was nothing
It's the
compared to
same
E.
one.
Nah,
They were all
it was a different color.
Yeah, I think Turtles was E's was like green.
It was like a gray. It was like that dark, badass freaking.
No, Turtles was green and Dramas was blue.
Yeah,
and then of course
E's
Vince doesn't get one because he can't drive.
Well, yeah, and he can't
Yeah.
afford one after he bought 3 people Maseratis.
Shit, he's got so much pussy money.
Sorry if we bored you with Entourage talk.
No, but there's no such thing of being bored from Entourage.
That's
talk.
true.
Yeah.
Watch the show. You'll like it too.
Yeah, watch it. Free plug for HBO Max.
Oh yeah. Before we get to it, my wife bought me my first pair of Hey Dudes.
Hey dudes.
And I feel less
Liberal.
No, less gay wearing them than I thought I would. They're actually pretty comfortable. I'm okay with it. They're not hard shoes like you used to wear. So they're cool. What do you think about Hey Dudes?
I don't even know anything about them.
All right, they're super comfy shoes.
I know Columbia boots are really nice.
All right,
I don't have a pair of Hey
I'm gonna set up our fantasy stuff. Before we do that, Skinman, you got a story queued up and ready?
I do.
News.
Police stopped Nebraska man for bucking the law with a bull riding shotgun in his car.
That's those Longhorn too, right?
Yeah, it's a Longhorn steer. A car driving with a bull in it was pulled over by police in northeast Nebraska's biggest city. Don't worry, he didn't steer. Norfolk police captain Chad Anderson said it didn't take long for officers to track down the modified Ford Crown Victoria sedan with a bull riding shotgun after a 911 call about it driving the main highway entering the city roughly 24,000 Wednesday morning. Doesn't make sense.
That thing wasn't even leaning to that side either.
It was a little bit.
He must have had some good suspension in that rig because that thing had to weigh at least 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, he must have put 10-ply tires on the driver or on the passenger side.
Hey, thanks for watching on TikTok.
It's like we didn't have a full understanding of it until we saw it. The car that Lee Meyer, no relation,
This story's some bullshit, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I saw it though.
No, I know. I'm just saying because it had a bull.
How much
in
shit
it.
do you think that thing did?
Oh God, he filled that thing up, dude. I love the cattle gate on the side of the car, though, man.
Well, how's he gonna get in there?
A door?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, the cattle gate's just 2 doors. You know,
Yeah,
you could have just did 2. Oh, so that car is now 2 doors down.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that, R.I.P. Jimmy Buffett and the lead singer of Smash Mouth.
I don't know how 2 doors down had anything to do with speaking of that.
Music.
I know.
The car that Lee Meyer has driven in parades
Another
across the
cheeseburger
area
in
for
paradise.
years has half the windshield and roof removed to make room for his bull named Howdy Doody.
Was he?
I didn't see that part.
Just search this. Just search bull passenger or bull in a car, and you'll see what we're talking about. It's pretty awesome. What is that? Is that a Chrysler LeBaron?
I thought
No,
it
it's
looked like
a
Cadillac.
Crown Vic.
Oh, I just seen the. I thought it was a. I was hoping that was a Chrysler LeBaron, man, the convertible one.
It's no Federale.
That's very similar. So did he get arrested or what? What did he get?
Well, a sign on the side of Meyer's car.
Oh, Myers, no wonder he
Somebody-
left
No
your
relation.
he left your goddamn family reunion with a bull.
That's cousin.
I went to the
Jared or-
largest liquor store in the world and they were giving away bulls.
It's cousin Jared or whoever he was talking about, right?
Matt.
I think it was Jared. What was his name? That you get your
Oh,
cousin.
Josh.
Cousin Josh. getting
I was
fucking
closer.
wild. I said Jared. You
And
said
I said
Matt.
Matt. Oh, what's more common name, Matt and John or Jared?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to where if he got a.
There's no
There was
citation
some-
you can give for that. What do you give? There's nothing in the book for that.
Captain Chad Riemann was going to give him a fucking ticket, though.
But how
They
can
left,
you?
He left him off with a warning.
You can't because you're looking through the book. What is he doing illegal?
He didn't have his fucking seatbelt on. That cow has got to have
I don't
a
know if that
seatbelt
could.
on.
Do you have to have a seatbelt on your dog? Depends what state they're in. There's only like 4 states that have dog seatbelt laws, and I don't know if that
Well, in California, you can transgender dogs, too, so.
was it in California.
No.
Where was it at?
Nebraska.
Oh well, there's no rules. There's no rules in Nebraska. You can sleep with your sister, your mom, your aunt.
Yeah, he weighed 2,200 pounds.
That car's got some badass
That's
suspension.
what we were talking about. It is a Crown Vic.
Did he beef it up? Well, a Crown Vic, yeah, that's a cop car, man.
Yep.
That passenger side's got a leaner.
A little bit.
They're used to handling fat cops, though. So Crown
Yeah.
Vic's got like a 1-ton suspension in it.
96 Crown Victoria.
Oh man, that was a good year for him too. That
It's a
was
solid car, so I went and purchased up and beefed up the frame that was under it and the suspension, the tires and floor, and cut the top off. We're good to go.
How does he keep the bull from spearing him while it's happening?
This fucking bull's content, bro. It's like when you take your dumbass
Oh,
dog
just
riding
like
around. He's just like, yeah.
Fucking barking at dogs next
Yeah.
to it and
The
shit.
bull's like, hey, fuck you.
Fuck your pit bull. I got a bull,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I got a real bull, bro.
All right, we only got a couple minutes left. Is that the end of your story? You trying to find the ending of it still?
I like
was
the
just
name.
trying to get all the details out of it.
Well,
I like the name Howdy Doody, though.
That is a good name. And there's shit all over the car from Stevie V. Plus, how did he get the fucker in there? You just put a bull treat in there, Stevie.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody know. You're from Wyoming. You should know a bull treat. You know, it's like
They
it's like
got
a
shit like
it's like a
that going on
Scooby
there.
snack. You know,
Scooby Snacks?
you could probably get him in there with the Scooby snack. Or do you throw like like bulls when they're ready to inseminate or when they're ready to bang?
Put bands all over their balls.
No, but I'm saying, do you throw the scent of?
Oh, yeah.
He just hops in there ready to pound, you know, and well, before we run out of time and we lose our airwaves, we're gonna go over the fantasy draft is in.
Number one pick.
Went to your wife,
Yep.
Justin Jeffries.
Justin Jefferson.
Jefferson, sorry, I've been drinking.
Yep.
We're gonna start out with, of course I play my one of our listeners and the guy that I got on the league, Greg, first week. My team, it's funny because I don't like him, but I got Jalen Hurts, Bijan Robinson, Aaron Jones, Cooper Kupp, Mike Evans, Ingram from Jacksonville, Alvin Kamara, who's suspended. I got Jonathan Taylor, who's out for 4 weeks. On my bench, I got Brian Robinson, the guy that shot himself in the leg last year or got shot. Yeah, I'm in trouble. No, I got some good ones.
I only got one quarterback.
That's okay. A lot of I don't. Same with me. You can go pick you up another one. Nope, never mind. I technically only got one because my starting is Jalen Hurts and I got Russell Wilson, so
Okay.
I only got one quarterback too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have Daniel Jones. I didn't see him.
Oh well, then you're doing good.
Is he on the bench?
Yep.
How do I? Trying to go to the other teams. Why am I struggling here? Here we do it this way. Greg got Deshaun Watson, Elker, Madsen, who's going to be the Vikings starting running back, A.J. Brown, Higgins. The drafts are in. Let's go with Skinman. He got Patrick Mahomes.
Ooh, you got a good one.
He got Damian Pierce, which is Houston's starting running back. He got James Conner, who's the cancer survivor and Washington's running back. Then he got Tyreek Hill, which will be a good one. He got CeeDee Lamb. So he's got a damn good quarterback. 2 of the best receivers, Dallas Goedert, which he doesn't play for Dallas.
Yeah.
He plays for Philadelphia.
I just picked up Deuce Vaughn.
Who'd you drop already? You can't do that while nobody's even got a chance to look.
I just did.
That's bullshit, man. I should have turned freaking waiver period on. Forever Young, which is Sarah's team, a new member we have playing and a frequent listener. She's been on the show one time. Okay. It was a wrestling one, and I forgot to post it, so she's mad about it. But if you watch the live, she got Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, she got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of her starting lineup all start with J. She got Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon.
She got the J's, huh?
Yeah, Javonte Williams, running back for the Broncos, Justin Jefferson, Jalen Waddle. She got one hell of a receiving core. Kerry Kittles. He played basketball for Villanova. George Kittle.
Yep.
Amari Cooper in her flex. On her bench, Pittman, Pickens, Myers. Not another family member of his.
No relation.
No, well.
What's up with all the Myers, man?
We got Chris back in the
We're
league.
multiplying.
We got Chris from PA back in the league. His starting lineup goes.
You guys are multiplying at the family reunions,
Yeah,
which is
we've
weird.
been banging.
Yeah. It's a first and a third cousin. It doesn't count. Lamar Jackson, Justin Jacobs, or whatever his name is, Josh Jacobs. Got a lot of J's, man. James Cook.
Jay was a
Jamar
popular-
Chase. Metcalf. It was a good draft. This year it seemed to, my son got Dak. He did not get a good lineup. Got Dak, Tampa Bay's starting running back, which I've never heard of, Rashad White, Kenneth Walker III, Garrett Wilson, who's going to be a stud because he's playing for them, Travis Kelce, who may be injured and may not even play this week. Got the gambler, Calvin Ridley. TJ, you got Trevor Lawrence. That was a skin.
that?
Put that in the mic next time,
skin
bud. That was a
fart?
skin fart. I don't know if-
Skin for it.
You might not have heard it, but you will feel it on the replay.
I felt it.
I felt it.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is his quarterback. He's got Christian McCaffrey, probably best running back to get. Breece Hall, which will be another good one until they start playing Cook.
Until I switch him with Deuce Vaughn.
Ahmad St. Brown, which is the better of the St. Browns. He's got a brother who plays in the NFL. Darren Waller.
Is he the one for the Lions? I got the
Yeah.
Lions one. Okay.
You got Chris Olave,
Mhm.
which is the Saints' #1 wide receiver.
Stud.
Yeah, he's a stud out of Ohio State. He got a washed-up Keenan Allen. You got on your bench nobody. You got Daniel Jones, Chark Jr. Thielen, I think, will be an all right one. Steve got Josh Allen, Nick Chubb. I don't know how you say it. I don't know. Stevenson, the running back for New England. He
Okay.
got Devontae Adams, Dante Johnson, who's going to be. I don't know if that Deontay Johnson, if that wide receiver core is even a quarter of what they should be, that could be a good pick. Got Pittsburgh's tight end as well. He's got Pitt's defense, so he went Pittsburgh heavy without even meaning to.
Yeah.
Got a decent bench. And our last two teams, Scrubs and Beyond, which is Smoothie's team. Justin Fields, Saquon Barkley, Tony Pollard, Debo Samuel, Jerry Jeudy, or whatever his name is. Yeah, Jerry Jeudy. TJ Hawkinson, who just got – that one blows my mind. He just became the highest paid tight end in football at like $17 million a year. And the most receiving yards he's ever had is 700.
I don't even know who that is.
He was the Lions ex-tight end when he broke out, and then he got traded to the Vikings.
Okay.
And then he got Travis Etienne, who your quarterback and him are going to have a good connection because they played at Clemson together.
Yep.
On his bench,
I saw
Tyler.
his brother's playing for Florida, and he said you need to transfer to fucking Colorado. What a douche. Oh, God.
Victoria's Secret, my wife's team.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Herbert, Derrick Henry, Najee Harris. She didn't like her team. Stephon Diggs. DJ Moore, the Bears' #1 wide receiver. Njoku, the tight end for the Browns. The starting running back, Jamar Gibbs for the Lions, who a lot of people have high praise on him. On her bench, Cam Akers, who's starting my running back in another league that I'm in.
Oh, yeah?
And that's on her bench. She got, which may end up being the third string if this Taylor trade works out, A.J. Dillon, the backup running back for Green Bay, who she had last year, and she struggled when to play him or when to not. He had some big games last year.
Mm-hmm.
She played him the one time that he had a big game that she actually played him was the Super Bowl. She won. I think she won our Super Bowl last year.
I think so, too. Her or E, I can't remember.
I believe it was Amy as our Super Bowl winning champion.
Okay.
And she had won the Skinman won the RFL. She had to paint that for him.
We don't do that no more.
No, but I'm just saying it's here.
Okay.
Well, you could do side bets, though.
So everybody, it looks like this year was definitely spread out more. I had a good lineup, but I have two guys that can't play for 4 weeks who are two of my best players. So
Yeah, you'll be all right.
yeah, I'm fine with it. We appreciate everybody that decided to join the league this year. Sorry for a couple that we had to kick out because I didn't get responses in time. Hopefully everybody sets their lineups this year. We have some fun with it, little side bets. We're going to try to come up with some stuff when we play each other on the show.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be something we have to do. And you'll come up, me and you play. I'll come up with a punishment if I beat you. You'll come up with one for me. I know yours will be way more intense than mine. Like I'll have to suck a dude off live on the show or something. And mine will just be like you have to wear a skirt during the show, So
Sounds right.
it was different this week. I had fun, as always. We didn't really cover anything. We didn't get to anything.
No.
Um,
That's how we like it.
That's fine.
Yep.
Had a great show last week. Go back and listen to it. We had 47 with a hoarse voice. I think he had a cold he got in Fulton prison.
You said Fulton, but I think we were going for Folsom.
I think it's Fulton.
Folsom Prison Blues is the Johnny Cash song.
I know, but the Fulton County King is the prison that he got checked into in Atlanta.
Okay. All right.
That's why I called it the Fulton County King.
Okay.
Because he was in Fulton County.
Okay.
And then that was the jail he checked into.
Okay. So he is the king of that jail.
Well, yeah, obviously he's the king of any jail he goes to.
All the jails. He's the king of America.
No, that part may not be true.
He's going to be the king again.
He's now up to possibly 3 ballots he's not even going to be on. And if that holds true, he can't even be on them during the election.
How's that?
Because the 14th Amendment. If you've incited a riot or I don't remember what it is, but something against the Constitution, then so he's technically New Hampshire he's getting ready to get removed from, possibly California, which if you don't even, not really. And then one other state that I don't think will really matter either.
Yeah.
But you'll get 0 of course, I guess the electorates all go to one person, so it really wouldn't matter, I guess, in that case. As long as they don't take him off of a state that he could actually win. So far, the 3 states are states I don't see he could win.
Yeah,
there is some, which I think he'll lose his job by the end of the week, but there is some Florida Senate or lawmaker that is trying to get him off the Florida ballot. That one would win in the election. If he can't be on that one, he has to drop out. But here's the thing. He wouldn't, because he don't care about the Republican Party. He doesn't care about you or anybody. He cares about him. Plain and simple.
We'll see.
Wussy? I know.
See.
I was just hoping you said wussy. I've held my tongue a little bit. I've tried to become,
You're still going to vote for him. We already know.
I'm surprised you haven't already.
He's already voted for Biden for next year's.
Well, I voted twice last year, so I was hoping one will carry over, Yep. I didn't need both my votes last time.
No.
So I only voted in Butler and in Sedgwick, 2 counties I've lived in. Seems legit.
Sumner, too.
Oh, yeah, I did get 3. Never mind. But one of them was I actually voted for Kanye in the Sumner one.
Yeah.
That was just to be funny.
Okay.
So thanks for listening. I don't care who you vote for. None of them care about you, by the way.
None of them care about anybody.
Biden, Trump. The only one that he might care.
He might care.
But he's going to be Trump's fucking vice president. But those two will, I think, crush each other.
Yeah.
I don't know how that'll work. You think Pence was bad?
I want to see Pence get fucking crushed and old Krispy Kreme get fucking crushed down on.
Okay, if there was a tag match between Pence and Christie versus Vivek and Trump.
Like a real tag match?
Real. Straight up, I'm beating your ass.
Oh, Pence and fucking
Christie would crush him, right?
Christie's a fucking big dude. Donald Trump's a big guy too, but he's just old.
old and slow. And I think
And what's his name's too little. I mean,
and Pence now's in shape because he skips at gay pride parades and stuff, so he's been getting in shape.
yeah, he does push-ups for against gays.
Oh man,
You know, like
that's
they do
how he
the
breaks
push-up-
his. Well,
they
he
do-
did the.
They do the push-ups for veterans challenge. He does push-ups against gays. He's like, every 10 push-ups I do eliminates a gay out of the
I
country.
watched the making.
I've been doing them too.
I watched the making of Pence, and it was like something about his political career and stuff, and it talks about how he started as a Catholic and then became a Christian or whatever. And I think that was
That's natural progression.
but he had to do like some sort of, and he didn't call it that, but it was like that gay conversion therapy. But he's like, he had to do whatever converting or whatever. But he's like, well, during my conversion, it's like you done been raped by your fucking. There's only a couple. The only reason you switch from Catholic to Christian is because you felt that Catholic touch and you didn't like it. You know.
Run out of being a Catholic.
Well,
Either way,
that or you ran yourself out of it. So
I ran myself out.
thanks for listening. I had fun as always. If you had fun, that's great. If you didn't, that's great too. You know,
Pray for Skinman's finger.
pray for Skinman's finger. Hopefully you don't have to lose it.
No, it's better than Friday. It's already on the mend.
Hopefully he doesn't lose his job. He's in a 90-day probation period. And he's so far cost them way more money than he's made him.
Yep.
Which is similar to me. I've been making some mistakes at work, but I got my company credit card today.
Ooh, let's go run that bitch
I got
out.
company shirts.
How much credit we got on that thing?
10 grand.
Let's go to Vegas.
Okay. We can't. I mean, we won't do it on my card because I don't want to get fired yet.
That's what I'm saying.
I know what you were saying, but I would never do that because I'm a company man.
Fuck, me too.
Now, I still may have the access to my old company card.
Now let's go fuck
Now
it.
let's go do that
Yeah.
one because that's funny.
Fuck
That's
'em.
just dead meat money on there.
Yeah.
You know, we can do that.
Yeah.
And my
That's
blood, sweat, and tears.
That's like when they say there's old, they got old oil money.
Yeah.
That's old dead.
That's
meat
old
money.
meat money,
Yeah,
you
old
know?
meat money right there.
That was, I don't know if I've ever said this. He told me one time because they did kosher meat. They hired some rabbi
Yeah.
that would come in with a samurai sword,
Cut off their heads.
cut off their heads
Yeah.
Well, you
with a
bless it first,
fucking
yeah.
samurai sword.
Yep. He.
But he
shows
said
it-
the first guy that hired would do it with like a cleaver or whatever.
Yeah.
This motherfucker would literally,
Yeah. The way they do that is the rabbi shows his pecker to the.
when it
to the
starts laughing.
Yeah, it laughs and that gives him the extra juice he needs to swing her harder.
Yeah, some people go ahead and use a Kaiser blade, but I always call it a sling blade.
I always snuck up behind them, and then right when they go, oh, and then you just, thump.
Yep.
You know, that's how I've always done it.
Really wouldn't work on a cow, but yeah, whatever you want to say.
Well, they're
You
not going to
just give
jerk
'em
their
the
head
dirty
up.
digit.
They're not going to jerk their head up.
You just go. You use the whole Skinman hand.
Yeah, I
with the
think what he
basketball.
actually did, he said that I think it wasn't like a clean chop of
I
the
think
head.
he
They did
slit
the
their throat.
well, they went like one straight through like the esophagus and stuff. So I don't know.
It's pretty gross.
It's real gross, man. That's a fucked up way to die.
It is what it is.
That's why I don't eat them yet.
Yep.
I don't know how they kill chickens. I think
Chickens,
they
they-
just snap them.
They just butt fuck them until they die. That's how.
What?
Yep.
Oh, you're a chicken farmer from way back,
Yeah,
so you know that.
I know how that works.
Thank you guys. Had fun. We'll be back. Whether you want us back or not, we'll be back.
We'll be here.
Why am I gay? I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I hit the
All
wrong
this stuff in a
button.
row.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
That was really a productive segment, wasn't it?
Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we.
It's a lie.
See you later.